This video was inspired by the following Reddit post. The post was actually asking for CNC advice, but I decided to go ahead and try to model this. I'm going to go through 3 methods here. Each method offers varying degrees of control. Let's start with the method with the least control. This is perhaps the easiest method if what you need is to achieve a certain look and accuracy is not important. So I have prepared a right angle triangle sketch here on a square panel. This triangle defines this portion of the design. The hypotenuse of the triangle coincides with the diagonal of the square. The adjacent of the triangle lies along the center line of the square. This vertex of the triangle coincides with the center point of the square. Perform an extrude with this profile. Drag the arrow down to create a cut. To create the faceted look, all you need to do is to adjust the taper angle by adjusting this wheel. Adjust until you see the 3 lines converging to a point. Beyond that, you can adjust some more until a point where it fails. You don't really have a lot of control over how the lines converge. This is a slightly unconventional use of the taper option, but it is a shortcut to achieve a certain look. Next, we need to mirror this cut across the diagonal. Go to Construct, Midplane. Select the right and front planes. This will create a diagonal plane that bisects the angle between the right and front planes. Another way is to use a plane through 2 edges command and select these 2 edges. Go to Create, Mirror. Set Object Type to Features and select the Extruded Cut. Mirror across the diagonal plane. Go to Create, Pattern, Circular Pattern. Set Object Type to Features. Select the original extruded cut and the mirror from the timeline. Select the y-axis as the axis. Adjust the number of instances to 4. The next method will provide some level of control, but is perhaps the most complicated method out of the 3. For this method, the key is to see this pattern as overlapping triangular extrudes. I will begin with a triangular extrude behind the front plane. Let's create a circular pattern of this. We can set the object type to either feature or body in this case. Set the number of instances to 8. These are separate bodies at the moment. Go to Modify, Combine. Shift select all the bodies from the Bodies folder and combine them into a single body. So you can see that the pattern is already taking shape. Now it is a matter of creating the 4 panels to surround this body. We can do this with this sketch. Where one of its edges is slightly tapered. In your own design, you will need to adjust this edge to see how it overlaps with the existing body. Create an extrude with this profile. Set direction to symmetric. Click on this face to adjust the extrude distance. Set operation to join. Create a circular pattern of this panel. Adjust the number of instances to 4. The last method allows for the most amount of control. We will start with the same triangular sketch on the square panel that was used in the first method. Go to Construct, Offset Plane, and create a plane under the top face of the panel. This will control the depth of the convergence point. Create a sketch on this plane. And put down a point within the triangle where you want the lines to converge. You are free to dimension this point. Go to Create, Loft. Select the triangle as a first profile and select the point as a second profile. It is rather unconventional to loft to a point, but the program does allow you to do that. The command would find a shorter straight line distance from the 3 vertices of the triangle to the sketch point and perform this cut. From here, it will simply be a matter of mirroring and then patterning. With this method, not only are you able to control the dimensions of the triangle, you can also control the location of the converging point.